Viva Las Vegas, it's the Sin City Mad Baker from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. I hope you've been well, and thank you so much for coming back to check out my videos. Today I'm going to show you how to make a new item, and that is the Sin City Mad Baker Fantasy Flour. So as always, you don't need any tools, just a wad of fondant. If you want to use a rolling pin, that's fine. If not, you don't really need one. Don't need any shortening or powdered sugar. I am going to use my Silpat mat because I noticed the other day that my desk was getting a little sticky, and it's not an ideal thing to roll fondant out on. So I'm going to move the camera so you can see my hands. Give me just a minute. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to take your fondant and you want to take 7 equal pieces, and they can be big or small, you know, whatever works for you. And we're going to take each one of those pieces and roll them into like a little snake. And you'll notice that I use some of the same techniques over and over. I'm just going to put that over to the side. So here are my equal pieces, and I'm going to take them, like I said, and just roll them into like a little snake or hot dog, whatever you want to call it. And this is a flour that you can make a big flour, a small flour, you know, whatever you feel like making. So what I'm going to do is, my little snake looks just like this. It's kind of fat in the middle, and I found that it gives the flour a really nice shape when you roll it like that. So we're going to roll each one of the pieces just like the one I just rolled, and just try to, you know, roll it without getting, you know, any cracks or anything like that. And the best thing to do is just to, you know, roll it into a ball first, you know, and also before you shape your fondant, make sure it's tacky instead of dry. If it's like really dry, you know, it's probably not going to work. You're probably going to end up with some cracks in your fondant. Okay. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek at what the flour actually looks like. This is one that I made the other day. So we're going to make the petals and we're going to make the center. And then I'm going to show you one that I've decorated to, a different one. I mean, there's so many things that you can do with this flour, and it's really, you know, really easy to make, and it's just really cool looking. So rolling out our 7 little sausages, or hot dogs, or snakes, or people call them different things. That one's just a little bit different, but I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, because we're going to end up pinching them anyway, and it'll take any imperfections out of the petal that you may end up with. So we got 2 more left, and I am going to use a little water to help the fondant stick together, although sometimes, you know, when I'm making a video, when I've used water, it just doesn't, you know, stick as fast. You know, it usually takes a couple minutes before it sticks. Okay, so I had someone send me a message and they asked me, you know, what type of fondant I use. I use different types of fondants for different things, but the fondant that I like most, you know, when I'm making, you know, different elements, is Wilton's fondant. I find that it holds up better. It's not as soft, and it's not too hard either. It's a really good modeling fondant. If you want to use fondant alone without gum paste, in my opinion, Wilton's fondant is the best. And also, you know, if you find you need something to be a little bit harder, all you have to do is, for every 6 ounces of Wilton's fondant, you can do like a half teaspoon of their Gum-Tex, mix it in really good and let it sit for like 30 minutes inside of a Ziploc bag, and then you're ready to roll. And you don't need anything fancy as far as glue. I still use water, if I put Gum-Tex inside of, fondant to make it a little stronger. Okay, so we're going to start moving, and we're just going to take our petals and fold them just like that, so you have like a little teardrop. I'm going to sit that down, and here's another one, really easy, and we're just putting them side by side. I'm going to show you a shot of what I have so far. There we go, just side by side. Okay, pinching each petal, and then you might end up with one that might be slightly big or smaller, and again, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm just going to go ahead and take my paintbrush and go ahead and rub just a little bit of water in between my petals, so that maybe we'll have enough time that they'll stick together and won't fall apart. I live in Las Vegas, so it's really dry here, and fondant has a tendency to dry out really fast in the desert. Okay, and we have our 5th petal. Again, just taking a little bit of water, not too much now, and putting it in between the petals so that they stick together. 2 more left. Yeah, see, my fondant's already starting to dry out a little bit. Really hot day too. It's like about 110 degrees outside, and it's amazing the effect that it has on any type of fondant work that you may be doing. Okay, this is my last petal. I'm going to put water on both sides and just slowly push that in, and I'm going to show you what I've ended up with. And you can always adjust your petals, if you want yours more perfect. You can take the tip of a paintbrush and shape them, but this is what I have so far. Just really cute petal. And also I'm going to take another ball and flatten it out and cover that area up, so that you don't see where the petals meet. So I'll do that really quickly. So just taking another piece of fondant, not too big, just rolling it into a little ball, and I'm gonna mash it with my fingertips and just shape it a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. And yes, if you want to use a cutter for this, I mean, you really don't have to, but if you want it more perfect, you can. So putting a little water in the center. I'm going to put my little flower center on, show you what that looks like. That's what it looks like there. Isn't that so cute? And I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to go ahead and pinch the edges all around each petal. I'm going to pinch, and it just makes a really nice, perfect flower. I'll show you what I have. Isn't that cute? And as promised, I'm going to show you another variation of this flower that I came up with, and it's the the fantasy stamens. And what I did was I just rolled little fondant balls up and set them on top of the little disc, and just gives it a really nice look. And you can put this on top of a cupcake, put it on a cake. You can even use this flower and put it in front of a bowl. Matter of fact, I might do a video on that and make a smaller version and show you what it would look like on a bowl. Well, it's been Vicki, the Sin City Mad Baker. thank you so much for checking out my video, and I hope you'll come back and see me again. Have a good one now. Bye-bye.